My name is Elliott Rivera, also known as the Urban Shaman. An urban shaman is someone like myself who works with energies, people in an urban environment. Growing up, the closest park that we had, closest thing to nature we had was Central Park in New York. That was my forest. So that's where I learned to forage for herbs to make spiritual baths from my grandmother. So I've always dealt with people that have issues with who are living in the city. Not to say that those are different than living in the countryside or living here in Belgium or living in Holland or living anywhere in Europe. All issues are the same. It's just the situation or the placement of those issues is different. So again, that's why I call myself the urban shaman. Unleash Your Life's Purpose is a new workshop. It's a 2-day workshop that I'll be presenting with Zennergi. What it's about is basically what the title says. What is your life's purpose? You want to open that up. You want to explore what your life's purpose is. And I will help to guide you in finding what your life's purpose is. The older we are, the more difficult it becomes to decide what our life purpose is. Our life purpose is different than what we want to do in our life. Because the purpose that we have in this life is different than what we are doing. Unless you had your life's purpose done, you did your life's purpose work many years ago, you're a doctor and that was your life's purpose, then you're on your way. But many of us don't know what it is that we want to do, don't know why we're stuck in what it is that we're doing, because we have no focus. So the intention of this workshop, this 2-day workshop, is to help you find the tools to connect with your innermost desires and your life's purpose. Sometimes it's not what you think it would be. That's why you have to be open. When you want to find your life's purpose, you have to do all it takes to find it. And what it takes is a lot of work, a lot of deep, deep thinking. Then, and only then, will it be revealed to you what those purposes for your life are. It can be anything from what you're doing right now in your life. Maybe that's what you're supposed to be doing. Or it's something totally out of the ballpark, as we like to say, something totally different than what you anticipated or expect. It's not a program that's about for helping other people. This is about helping you. Because once you're able to get you into those things that you really and truly wish to do, then everything else that you want just begins to fall into place. All the work that I do, every workshop that I do, is about how I work. And that is very direct, very in-your-face approach. It's a nice approach. It's not anything scary. But I do believe that being very direct and really down to earth is the best way to get the message across. My approach is totally unique because I'm dealing with the inner spirit. Not to use the word spirit in terms of, spirit guides or anything. This is who am I inside? My inner spirit. What are my values? You have to know and understand who you are first and foremost. What your birth dates, what your names mean. What I mean by that is, we take your name. Let's say it's my name, Elliott Rivera. So it's Elliott, that's 7. Rivera, Rivera, that's 6. And what do these numbers mean in terms of energy? So you can look up in books what those numbers mean, or by taking this program, I give you the tools to determine what those numbers mean. It's a difference. Then we go by your birth date. You know, depending on your birth date, we calculate to find out where you are going. My particular form of numerology, it's not a typical numerology system that I use. My system deals with the African system of numerology from the various tribes around Central and Western Africa. But this is universal, okay? I'm taking from the ancestors, I'm taking from the old world and recreating some of those teachings that they had to show the life's purpose. Bottom line is, when you discover your life's purpose, you're 60 years old. You find your life's purpose, and you're probably saying, I wasted my time, I wasted 60 years. You didn't waste 60 years. Those 60 years were preparing you for your new life's purpose, for your new direction that you might want to look at going. If you're not passionate about what you are doing now, then you have to find out what your purpose is in life, even if it's just for yourself. It's never too late. But, you know, I've had people say, I'm not happy with what I'm doing. So we look at what their life purpose is. We create the program for them. How can I help you find your life's purpose? And I do the work with them. And then they discover that, some people discover that what they're doing now is what their life purpose was. But they were going about it the wrong way. Because again, if you don't have the passion for something, it's not going to work. But once you find that passion, you can make those shifts so that you can live happier with whatever it is that you're doing. Let me explain one thing, or make one thing very clear. Finding your life's passion is not necessarily finding your career, because that's something totally different. They can go together, but it's not finding what you're reinventing yourself as a new career. Part of it is because if you're taking this course and you're finding out what your life's passion is, if your passion is your work, then, we have to create the opening to make those changes. So it's about being open, being passionate, living into the integrity of who you are as a human being. That's where this life's purpose comes in. Because I always say, if you are passionate about something in your life, whether it's old or whether it's new, you can create change. This is, I like to kind of call this a selfish course. This is about you. It's not about your family. It's not about your coworkers, but this is about me. What is my purpose in this world? Why am I here? It's a philosophical question with a very practical answer.